me, Mario!
'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the console, not a pixel was stirring, not even a flagpole. The Karibo shoes were hung by the fire snakes with care, in hopes that Saint Nintendo soon would be there. The toads were nestled, all snug in their beds, while visions of Princess Peach's cake danced in their heads. And Luigi in his green cap, and I in my red, settled down with Yoshi at the foot of the bed. When out in World 8 there arose such a roar, we sprang up the pipe to investigate more. Away to the question block we flew like a flash, hit it, got superstars, and off we did dash. The Luma's shine gave our pathway a glow, and gave luster of midday to Goombas below. Then we saw something that made us rub our eyelids. A miniature clown car and 8 Koopa kids. With a fiery horned driver, it swept by in a blur. We knew in a moment it must be St. Bowser. More rapid than chain chomps his Koopas they came, and he snarled and he shouted and called them by name. Now Larry, now Morton, Bowser Jr. and Lemmy, on Roy, on Ludwig, on Iggy, on Wendy, to the top of the castle, to the top of the tower. Dash away, now give me more power. So to the top of Peach's castle the Koopas they flew, with the clown car full of Mecha Koopas and St. Bowser too. Then in a twinkling we went in the castle and heard the screeching and growling of each Koopa word. As we ran through the dark castle and were turning around, down the pipe into the room someone came with a bound. He was dressed all in spikes from his head to his foot, and he was all tarnished with fuzzies, ashes, and soot. A bag of Mecha Koopas was flung on the back of his shell, and he looked like a meddler ready to raise some hell. His eyes, how they flamed, his dimples, how evil. His height rose above us, his horns like the devil's. His mean, fanged mouth was drawn up like a cat's. The hair on his head was as red as Mario's hat. The glow of a fireball showed through his teeth. Smoke from his nostrils encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a yellow round belly that shook when he cackled like jam and jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right sinister old elf. "Mamma mia," we said. It was none other than Bowser himself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave us to know he was someone to dread. He spoke not a word but went straight to his work, put Mecha Koopa toys in the shoes, then turned like a jerk, and raising his fist our direction, shaking with might, gave a nod, stepped back, and rose up the pipe. He sprung to his clown car, called all his kids together, and away they all flew like a cape-giving feather. But we heard him growl ere he flew out of sight. It's Christmas, after all, the only time we won't fight.
Nighty-nighty. Ah, spaghetti. Ah, ravioli. Ah, mamma mia.